Spill is now contained. The cause of the spill is still being investigated, but officials stress there is no danger to the public.
You could call it an exhaustive study. Research on vehicle emissions in Edmonton is underway. Alberta is a major offender when it comes to greenhouse gas emissions. And as Shane Jones explains, this study should provide a better picture of air quality in our province.
Exhaust like this contributes to air pollution by the second. The Clean Air Strategic Alliance is currently testing Alberta vehicles to see which ones do the most damage.
The Santa Fe has been warmed up a little bit longer. It's a good reading now. And you can't see the exhaust plume.
So this is how the Rover 2 project works. First, your vehicle is measured for acceleration. Before hitting two beams, one of ultraviolet and one of infrared, that's your emission cloud, and then your level is pointed out on the board ahead.
We hope to capture about 20,000 valid reads, what we call valid reads, in the Edmonton market, and compare those to the readings that we have in Calgary and Canmore and Red Deer.
That, in turn, will be compared to 1999 results. The latest study shows Alberta currently leads the country in greenhouse gas emission with an average 200 grams of pollutants coming out of a car every kilometre.
To put that into some sort of visual context, if you could see these emissions, if car emissions were solid, that would mean that for every 400 meters driven, a turd of carbon the size of this candy bar would be falling out of the tailpipe. There would be carbon turds, we'd be buried in them.
Besides environment, high emissions can affect health as well.
We're very concerned about that because the folks that we work with are the first to get ill when the air quality is poor. So we can't think short term on this. We need to think longer term and into the future.
Whether the province adopts a long-term goal of getting high-emission vehicles off the road is yet to be seen, but this study may be a factor.
In Texas, for example, they do have a gross emitter identification program. So any vehicle that's identified more than once as a gross emitter would be sent a letter saying, go get this vehicle repaired, and then come back for another test.
The Rover 2 program will wrap up on Sunday. For Global News, this is Shane Jones reporting.
The Rover 2 project coordinators ask you not to slow down as you pass through the scanners because you need a little bit of acceleration to get a proper reading. As many as 20 suspected Taliban insurgents were killed today in a clash with NATO and Afghan troops near Kandahar.